Welcome to SueChefs. This is our teen version that happens the second Wednesday every month at the library at 4 o'clock. We do ask you to sign up for that through Miss Gina's program. Miss Gina's here with us today from the Alexander Hamilton Memorial Free Library, who has been a wonderful community partner for us all along through SueChefs. And I am Miss Sue, and Evie and I started SueChefs.
So we want to thank our sponsors real quick. We want to thank the Alexander Hamilton Memorial Free Library for sponsoring us and helping us get this amazing kitchen. We want to thank Patriot Federal Credit Union for sponsoring us and the Beveled Edge for sponsoring us.
The Beveled Edge is a granite and marble company countertop up in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. They're a husband and wife team. Their work's impeccable. They did my kitchen. I'm super picky. They're really, really good. So you want to check them out if you're going to upgrade your kitchen. And we have a new sous chef member with us today, Bristol. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself, where you go to school, and your family, your dreams?
I have a stepdad, a father, mom, 2 sisters, and a dog. I went to go to CIA in New York. That is one of the top culinary schools.
That's wonderful. We sure hope that for her. We'll have to keep track of you because you're going to be a good chef, and we want to find out where she lands. So today on SueChefs we are cooking gumbo. Gumbo is from down south. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not. It's a recipe that we found pretty simple. Fry a couple little things, put it on a pot, cook it. The tricky part is the roux, R-O-U-X. You can Google that. It's really flour and a fat, either butter or some kind of oil, and you mix that in a pan until it becomes the color of peanut butter, and then you can let that cool down, and you add it to your soup, and it's really a thickener is what it does, but it gives us a wonderful flavor. So I made the roux ahead of time. I'm going to go ahead and show that to you. Guys, do you want to put our sponsors over there on the counter? I'm just going to go ahead and show you that real quick. It could be a little darker, but this is butter and flour that's cooked for about 20 minutes in the frying pan. So we are set up with pots and pans over here. We got some chopping to do because there's some vegetables and things that go in. So we're going to go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
Is that cool? Okay, everybody wash their hands, by the way, just so you know that.
Alright. Here, wait. Let's do this first so that we get all of
You
it.
do it how you want it. I'm going to get a tea towel to lay that on to dry. Okay. Well, guys, just wash it off, whatever you want to do. I'm going to fill this with water and get this started for our rice.
Oh, this weird thing, and it's like rubbing your eyes before you do it. I was like, maybe don't.
There's 2 tricks. One of them is to have a wet paper towel because
They find a water source.
see, Bristol knows that. And that's like in little sections like that way. You can go this way and it automatically dices it pretty easily.
How much oil do we need?
About a tablespoon.
Alright, I think that's good. Yeah, I mean, the amount of cheese I got for the cheese, for mac and cheese. It's getting to my eye! What the heck?
When I opened that thing, it nailed me for sure.
Hey there!
Yay. When I opened that thing, it nailed me for sure.
Top
Alright.
tips.
Okay, this is SueChef's top tips for how to not
Do you want to say
let your onion make you cry.
So what you do when you're chopping your onion is get a wet paper towel and set it near your chopping area. And as Bristol and Evie kind of already knew, the onion, the part that makes you cry, will go to the paper towel instead of in your eyes because it goes to the closest moisture source. And another tip that we found out.
It worked pretty well, but I guess it wasn't foolproof.
Right. Well, then we put them in the pan and opened the pan and they steamed us. So leave the fuzzy part of the onion on, and that is where the
So we got
stuff comes out.
topping.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you, Miss Gina.
Great.
Ready?
Alright.
Wow.
Okay. And tip number 3 is don't stand over the steaming pan of onion.
Yes. Yeah.
Alright.
Wow.
Okay. And tip number 3 is don't stand over the steaming pan of onions.
Yes. Yeah.
Without protection. You need like goggles.
So here's another pro tip, or top 10 tip.
Okay.
When you take out your garlic from your little garlic thing, take the paper off of it if you want, or you don't have to. I'm going to demonstrate. You put your garlic down on the cutting board and your knife flat.
Oh,
And there it is. Your paper
I've seen
comes
you
right
do
off.
that.
I didn't know there was going to be violence in this cooking program.
We are aggressive cooks. Now, and you can chop it up small, or you don't have to because it really will kind of just melt.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that works out really nicely. I'm going to go ahead and
How
put this
many
here.
garlics do we need?
Well, we need 2, but I thought maybe you guys might want to smash one apiece.
Yeah.
So you put your knife on there and then go down like that.
Okay.
Extra garlic never hurt anybody.
Nope. I don't think so. It's good for your blood pressure, by the way. See? She's a smasher.
Yeah. Then do we take the skin off then?
You can. It'll come off pretty easily now because it kind of, yeah. Okay, so we're going to do this one green pepper. I'm going to show you how to do it.
There you go.
So you cut like that and go around the inside like this, and then all that's over. That's it. That's
And
the
then you
easiest
cut it.
way. Yeah. This is a bad pepper. Bad. Because I get all those seeds out of there. See, it's stuck on there. Bad, bad, bad. Now when you cut a pepper, you don't want to cut on this side because it slips off. You want to cut on the flesh side like this because it's much easier. Okay?
Oh, I
cut
still
it.
cut on that side.
Yeah, we'll
I
cut
still
in
cut on this
strips and
side.
then we'll dice it.
Good.
No. You need to warn me before you open that.
Go away.
You see how Bristol's curving her fingers like this?
Mm-hmm.
You're less likely to lose a fingertip that way.
That's why. Nice. And while you girls give that a stir,
Me?
one of y'all.
Bristol, you do it.
Bristol,
You
you're the
do
stir
it.
girl. So here's another pro tip.
Okay.
Have a pan or something in your sink for your vegetable and your skins and all that stuff. So you don't have to keep running backwards and forwards. It saves you running across the kitchen, which is easier on your floor. And it's easier on your feet too. Here's a little story. There's one professional cook. I'm not going to mention her name, but she's very famous. And she used to have what's called this is called like a slop bucket. She used to have a little bowl like this. And after she got famous, they made her quit using it.
Oh.
Because they didn't want that modeled on television. And there was a big fight about it. And sometimes I see her using it and sometimes I don't. Because that's how her mother taught her.
Oh.
I'll tell you after SueChefs, but I can't tell you on camera. So we made the roux ahead of time. And that's over here.
Cool.
And we're going to add that in to our... Watch out, Evie. Watch out, Crystal. Watch out, Miss Gina. There we go. And you can make roux ahead of time. You don't have to, you can make them and put them in the fridge or freezer. It's just butter and flour. And that'll melt in there and make a really nice, thick, kind of gravy, soupy situation. So this is when we want to wash our hands after handling this. Oh, isn't that a pain in the pin feathers? Think of the hours they spent designing this package, the marketing, and here I am taking a knife to it.
Yeah.
So we want it sliced relatively thin. I would say probably about like that. Ooh. About like that.
Boil covered for 8 to 10 minutes.
Right, in the bag.
Yes. Yes, I think so.
Edie, you are in charge of rice.
All right, if it burns, or it's my fault then.
Pretty much.
It's so cute.
Honey, there's a timer. Oh.
Hot.
That's one thing I still need to buy for this kitchen is oven mitts. I always just grab the towel instead.
Now, there is a timer
Paparazzi.
here,
Oh yeah, the timer.
but you're gonna have to, excuse me, you're gonna have to figure that out.
For 8 minutes. Oh, there's meat tag.
Really change the
Didn't know you did
texture. See that?
That.
Isn't that beautiful? Oh, and it tastes wonderful. It really adds a wonderful flavor to the soup.
Nice.
Yeah. We're going to add the sausage in and let that brown just a little bit, and then we're going to, the rest of it is just dump. You just put in the tomatoes, the spices.
Sausage.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's really good.
Okay.
And our sausage package will say, this is fully cooked sausage. So you just need to warm it through. If you have sausage that
So
is
it's
raw,
like-
you would put that in a skillet ahead of time with some oil, brown that, get it cooked, and then add it into your soup.
We were talking about that in World Cultures today.
Were you really? How did that come up in class?
Well, our warm-up question was like, what's the weirdest food you've ever eaten and why? And this one kid, I don't even know this one kid was like, I ate raw hot dog with whipped cream, sprinkles, and pickle juice on it.
Oh,
I know, ew. And my teacher really went, that sounds like something you would bet on, and you lost the bet. No, but we were talking about how like if you buy hot dogs from the store, then it's not raw. It's like uncooked. Like not raw, but like it's not warm.
It's
Right.
already cooked.
Yeah, it's already cooked.
Right.
Cold.
Mm-hmm. That's a better way of saying it.
Well, it depends. But I definitely know a weird food I've eaten before.
What is
Hog maw.
hog maw?
It's
Oh,
pig
it was also like
remains
a-
stuffed in cabbage with tomato sauce.
Karen was just mentioning that on the Facebook page last week. She was asking who likes hog maw, and I had never heard of it before.
I wish I'd never
I
heard of
think
it.
she made it in
Sounds
the.
terrible.
I think she made it in the Instant Pot.
I don't
Oh,
like it.
You don't like it?
No.
I said mine was like the sushi that I ate, and I think it was like day old sushi,
Oh.
and it was really bad.
Put that in. That's a tablespoon. Evie, tell them about tablespoon versus teaspoon.
Oh.
This is another pro tip.
Okay, so you know how like a teacup is like smaller than a like table? Well, that's how you remember a tablespoon and a teaspoon, because a teacup is always smaller than a table.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Helps us remember. We only need one, so we need 6 cups of chicken broth. Here comes math. How many ounces is 6 cups of chicken broth?
How many ounces are in a cup in general?
How many ounces are in a cup?
16. 8.
16 is a pound.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So, 8. What are we trying to find?
6 cups of chicken broth.
8 times 6. Whenever I got into pre-algebra math, simple math facts went out of the window.
2, 6,
48.
48.
Thank you.
48. So it says 6 cups of
I
low
used to
sodium
have a
chicken
rhyme
broth.
for that.
Here's
6 times
30.
8 is 48.
48.
Yeah,
It
I
rhymes.
need to figure out I need to remember my old rhymes, because I had so many rhymes whenever I was trying to figure out math facts, because I struggled with them. And I
Me
still
too.
do.
Yeah.
But it's like I have like these little rhymes on how to remember it. My erase is done.
Okay.
But
I'm already done.
I gotta dig them up. I gotta dig them up
We
again.
need them now.
I
We
need
'em
'em.
now. Here's 32 ounces of chicken broth, and then we're going to figure out what's left to get it 48.
So how do we
Maybe.
tell if
We
it's
might
done?
just wing it.
How do I know if it's done?
The buzzer went off.
I know, but like
That's how you know it's done. The
See
buzzer
how
went
it
off.
looks.
There you go.
Does it look edible?
Not Chad.
No, I meant the rice.
Oh.
Yep,
maybe.
there you go. It smells.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want me to manage this, or do you want to manage this?
So here's our
I
rice,
don't
Miss
trust
Gina.
that pot anymore.
Ooh, I never made rice in a bag before. So easy
neither.
and less mess. So
I've
because
always loved rice.
you don't want your plumber mad at you, so you don't put hot water down the sink. It makes the seals of the pipes leak.
Really?
Yep.
Who taught you that?
I've had rental properties for 20 years. Every tenant does it.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yep. So I'm going to add a little bit of cold water to that and just let that sit in the sink. And this, see how it's even got that little nice little way to hold it right there?
Oh,
This just drains and that's it. So I'm going to have Evie put it in the upside down part of the lid and just kind of sit there until we're ready for it.
Good.
How do we look? Now I'm going to rinse that out a little bit just to get all the nice juices out of there.
Okay.
But I'm not going to do too much because I don't want to water our soup down.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you guys taste that buttery kind of,
Mm-hmm.
that's that roux. That's what makes that soup so nice and
It's
rich.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can do that in all kinds of soups that you make. You could make chicken noodle soup and put a roux in it. It makes it nice and thick. It tastes very wonderful.
All right, we're going to let this get hot. In the meantime, we can
Did we? Never mind.
Did we miss anything? We should check our recipe. See if we missed anything, guys.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah.
Looks like it, yeah.
So how do you cook the shrimp? How do you handle that?
That is a put in at the end.
Oh.
Now, in the original recipes, they leave the tails on, but I think that is very dangerous. I don't want to serve anybody anything with a shrimp tail, especially in a soup, because, ew. So
If
I'm
you get a small piece of like a tail in the soup that falls off of it, it'll be weird when you go to bite into it or when you're eating it. It'll be like a crunchy sort of like thing.
And for someone young, agreed. And for someone younger, it's a choking hazard. And by the way, they go through exactly how they went in. They don't digest, so you might want to think about that too.
All right, so you are snipping the tails off the shrimp.
Yes, that's what I did. I snipped them off. And I just put them in this lid so I can throw them away easily because they came with the tails on. Now these are raw, so we have to make sure they cook in the water or in the soup.
So what temperature should you have it on?
We should have that soup almost boiling.
All right,
Yeah.
so we gotta turn up our soup over here.
Yeah, crank it up a little bit there.
I think they're all off, aren't they? Oh no, that one's on. It's on medium.
Up a little bit past medium.
All right, so
So they're going to need to cook 5 to 7 minutes. So one of you gals set a timer for us, please.
5 minutes.
I'd say 7. Let's do 7 to make sure they're done. Because they're medium.
All right.
Oh shoot, we almost forgot the onions.
Oh,
They're our
Sue,
garnish.
I forgot to tell you.
So these we want to rinse off before we cut them.
Rinsing.
Rinsing. And we'll dry them on a fresh towel. So, Bristol, here's the deal. So think of these as hair. They're the roots. We want to take them off. Just that end, like that. That's icky stuff we don't want. Only because they taste funny. And then
They probably have a weird texture too.
these can go up pretty far because the stalks have wonderful flavor as well. Till you get to where it's like grassy,
Yeah.
and then you're kind of done.
Thanks for joining us on SueChefs. We'll see you next month. Yeah.
Second Wednesdays. Bye.
That was fun.